It's also attracted other fish. This is a wonderful smorgasbord for the reef sharks. Some are so excited they're using their snouts to dig deeper into the coral. One lucky winner has found the remains of somebody else's catch. This classic underwater predator has a more approachable side. She's known for being the silent killer of the deep. Her silhouette strikes dread into every swimmer, both human and animal. But sometimes she's not as bad as she looks. Her sinister cousins prefer to live far from the warm waters of the reef. Yes, she's a shark, but she doesn't have the reputation of colder water sharks like the bull and the great white. She's not as big, and so neither is her appetite. Unlike their cold water cousins, they often move in large groups. They are still hunters with the speed and skill of all sharks. The huge bait balls of tropical fish are the favorite dining places for these graceful predators. They sometimes work in teams to round up the fish. They have a good set of teeth and an excellent sense of smell. And when there's lots of food around, there's almost a sense of a party. These high-speed hunters run a well-equipped race of life. They are reef sharks. Reef sharks are smaller than their temperate cousins and rarely grow more than 1.6 meters. A school of mullets or whiting may have attracted this reef shark feeding frenzy. Their huge numbers help the sharks win this race of life. They can work together to herd the fish against the shore, so there's no escape. These black tips are getting together to find a mate. The females swim in long S-bends to show they are ready to meet a male. Most reef sharks are not aggressively territorial, but they do have a regular home range and they will stay close to it for many years. These reef fish are in danger. A reef shark is trying to corner them against the coral. Tropical fish win their race of life against the sharks by using colors and erratic movements to confuse them. But the shark is also a supreme athlete. He can twist and turn at speed to catch his slippery prey. Beneath the coral surface, a colony of crustaceans has attracted the sharks. It's also attracted other fish. This is a wonderful smorgasbord for the reef sharks. Some are so excited they're using their snouts to dig deeper into the coral. One lucky winner has found the remains of somebody else's catch. Reef fish are used to living with sharks. It's hard not to imagine this is just a playful game. This lone shark is waiting for the best time of day for hunting. Sunset, when the shadows are long and the shark disappears against the black rocks. He dives straight in, a catch in seconds. The taste of meat drives the sharks into even more of a frenzy. Now there are hundreds of black tips, all attracted from miles around by the excitement. The holes and crevices provide a refuge for the prey. Shrimps, snakes, and fish are all pushing themselves deep into the rocks. This big eye has arrived at the wrong place at the wrong time. He's racing for his life against the odds, but he's fast and nimble. But so is the reef shark. The big eye's race is over. Feeding frenzies like this are not just a race of life. For the reef sharks, this is a giant team sport. And on nights like tonight, the reef shark is the winner. Underwater predators have adopted extreme measures to hunt and to survive. The fish of the reef need to be fast to escape the barracuda, and wary to survive swimming near the lairs of the moray eel. One giant of the ocean appears in horror stories and terrifying dramas of the sea. But they live a life so fast and hard, most never make it to adults. They are jet-propelled monsters that will only mate once or twice before they die. They are known to attack fishing vessels and even sometimes swimmers. The squid. These bizarre-looking creatures are really giant mollusks who emerged into the world 60 million years ago. Like nearly all squid, this one has 8 arms and 2 tentacles. These long tentacles can shoot out and catch a fish, and then feed it into her mouth. And she wins her race of life with speed. She squirts out water through a tube by her head at high speed. Some squid can reach speeds of 24 kilometers per hour. No live catch today, so a dead squid will have to do. She chews the food with a sharp beak, which lies in the center of her ring of arms. The Caribbean reef squid enjoys a spot of sunbathing. Like all squid, he has a soft body and no shell. He is constantly trying to avoid being eaten. His best defense is camouflage. He can change color instantly to match his surroundings. These squid are scared. There's nowhere to hide. They create a smoke screen to confuse the predators and escape under cover. But most squid lose their race of life before they are adults. So they've come up with a clever way of making sure they survive. Huge numbers. This is a squid nursery. These mums have each laid their eggs and attached them to the rocks. Each mum is expecting 70,000 babies. Most will be eaten before they grow up. But by the sheer force of numbers, they make sure 1 or 2 of their brothers and sisters win their race of life. One of the weirdest animals under the sea is also one of the smartest. She can solve problems and use tools. She has 2 eyes and a beak, and 3 hearts, but no skeleton. And she has 4 pairs of arms. The octopus. The octopus is a cunning predator and a master of disguise. And all of them are venomous. This Australian octopus is beautiful, but deadly. He's actually a shy creature and spends most of his time hiding in holes and crevices. but if alarmed, he will glow bright yellow with luminous blue rings. A threatened animal will naturally run for home. But the veined octopus doesn't need to run anywhere. She carries her home around with her. She will use almost any protective covering as a shelter. A clamshell, a coconut shell, or even an old discarded spoon. This one is out hunting. Something is moving in the sand, a tasty-looking flounder. But the fish has seen the octopus coming. She uses her camouflage to hide. Camouflage is the octopi's best defense. This octopus has seen a predator. She instantly blends into her background. She can even change the texture of her skin to look like the rocks and seaweed. But the octopus has many more means of defense in her bag of tricks. This octopus has seen a reef shark. There is nowhere to hide. Suddenly, she disappears. She has squeezed herself into a tiny crack in the rocks. Those amazing arms can protect our graceful friend by sacrificing themselves. If one of these octopi is under attack, an arm will break off and keep wriggling. The predator will be distracted and the octopus can escape. For his grand finale, the octopus will perform one last feat. The predator will eat this octopus. He squirts a cloud of black ink. The predator is confused. The octopus escapes. Another daring escape in the incredible octopus race of life. The orcas have won their race of life against the most feared predator of the sea. Protecting yourself underwater is a game of invention. Aquatic animals have to create clever ideas to stay alive. They have an amazing toolbox to dip into. Color and camouflage, toxins and teeth. The result is an array of strange creatures. Nudibranchs, clownfish, squid, octopi, and whales are just some of the wonderful winners in the underwater race of life.